Hello, everyone. Welcome to Game 5 between Desert City and Venezuela in the wild card round of the Connie Mack League of the 2024 WBA playoffs. This is the final game of this series. One of these two teams will move on. And you got Steve Ontiveros pitching, who had a brilliant performance in Game 1. Carlos Zambrano coming in, looking to sort of provide a win for his team here of about 48,200 in Caracas Stadium. 53 degrees, partly cloudy, wind blowing in from center at 11 miles an hour. And just another great game here on hand here. We did see Massachusetts uh, fall to Georgia 12 to 3. We're hoping for a much closer game here in game 5. Look at this game going right away here. Lineups are pretty much the same, no changes at all. And DC looking to come up here and cause a bit of a surprise on the road. One thing you could say about DC is they've been able to hit the ball out of the park, as they have been the entire season for that matter. So here we go. We're going to get this game going here. And just another good day for baseball. And this will be the last game of the wild card round. And we'll be able to sort of move on from the division series. There's a drive by Tommy Pham to left. The ball's going to hold the ball in. And it's first out, and we've got this game going right underway. Alex Bregman, 3 for 14 this series with a homer and 4 RBIs. Drove in 2 runs the last game. There's a ground ball to Vizquel. The routine play to Galarraga for the second out. Bryce Harper's been relatively quiet this series. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Nice slider, low and in to get him. So nothing across. Here comes Venezuela. 3 for 17 for Jose Altuve. Here's Steve Ontiveros. There's a pitch. Weak ground ball. That's not going to be, there's no play there to be made. Infield hit for Altuve. Vizquel was last at bat with a home run. Throw to second, not in time, and a steal for Altuve. The 2-2 to Vizquel swung on and missed. Nice sinker, low and away for the first out. Acuna, the 1-0. Drives it to right. There's a base hit, and that'll be the first run of the game. RBI single. And a 1-0 lead. Just like that. Here's Carlos Gonzalez with 2 home runs in this series. He's hit the ball pretty well. There's a ground ball to short on the second for one on the first double play, inning over. But Venezuela scores a run, and they've taken that 1-0 lead. Kiter, Bellinger, and J.J. Hardy. Kiter hit a 2-run homer his last game, but is going to have to do more than that. There's a ground ball to short, deep to the left third base side, but not a putt for Vizquel with a strong throw. There's the first out of the inning, 6-3 and a put out. Bellinger had a solid game last time, including a home run. Drives it up the middle. There's a base hit. He continues his hot hitting. Here comes J.J. Hardy, who's just 2 for 16. There's the 1-0. Drives it to center, but this will be playable for Gonzalez. And there's out number 2. Ron Hassey, whose lone hit this series is a 2-run homer. And a wild pitch on the dirt. A 2-1 pitch. Ground ball. What a hard hit, but what a snag by Galarraga for the out. And despite the hit by Bellinger, nothing across. Galarraga, Cabrera, and Suarez. First ball hit for Galarraga. There's a drive high up in the air. This will be just outside the lip of the infield. And Hardy with the play for the first out. Miguel Cabrera, 7 of 14 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs in this series. This is the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Nice sinker low and in. Suarez, the 3-2. Ground ball to short. Hardy. Nice throw. That'll end the inning. And nothing across here for Venezuela as Ontiveros has settled down here. Kinsler, then the pitcher, then Tommy Pham. Kinsler with the 2-2. Drives it high. It is deep at the track. And the ball just was kept in by the wind. That ball was spanked the other way. There's a first out. Zambrano, the 0-2 to Ontiveros. Drive to center. Pushes Gonzalez back a bit. But he gets it. So 2 hard hit balls, but 2 outs. Tommy Pham with the 3-2. Ground ball to second. Altuve to Galarraga. Inning over. On to the bottom of the third with Venezuela having the top of the order coming up here. You got Perez, then Zambrano, then Altuve. Salvador Perez. There's a drive to left. There's a base hit. Leadoff single, and that will make Zambrano's bat meaningful. A bunt. From a 6-for-1, and that'll be it. So now they have the pitcher for Zambrano at first. Nice play by Ontiveros making that play. 2-1 to Altuve, weak ground ball. They'll go to second. And they cut off the lead runner once again. The 0-1 to Vizquel is a steal, and another steal there for Altuve. As Venezuela becoming aggressive here with 2 outs. 2-1 to Vizquel. Ground ball to second. Kinsler to Bellinger for the out. After 3 innings, Venezuela holding on to that 1-0 lead. Top of the 4th with Bregman, Harper, and Kiner. The 2-2 to Bregman. Struck him out. Nice fastball in the outside corner. Nice pitch there, and Zambrano's dialed in. Bryce Harper, first ball hitting. Drives it high. It is deep. It is going, no doubt about it. It is gone. Bryce Harper with an opposite field solo home run to tie this game. And that was the one thing that we mentioned prior to the beginning of this ball game, is that the one thing that Desert City's been able to do in the season, the special playoffs, is be able to hit the home run when they need it. The 1-2 ground ball here, and nice play by Suarez to Galarraga to get Kiner out. 2 down. Bellinger singled his last time up. Here's a 3-2. And he struck him out. Nice slider to end the inning, but DC is up on a board. Ontiveros now looking to just keep pitching well. Acuna singled in a run. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Nice sinker. Is that the sinker going here? Gonzalez the 2-1. Ground ball to second. Kinsler on to Bellinger for the out. Galarraga. What do we pop up to the infield? Here's a drive to left. Deep, but playable. Under this Kiner and a 1-2-3 inning. And a good sign here for Ontiveros that this team ties the game up, doesn't give up a run right after. Hardy and Hassey and Kinsler. Hardy and Hassey have been struggling, looking to sort of get something going here. 3-2. And he walks him. Good sign there. Hasio for one today. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to first on a second for one. And that'll be it. They get the lead runner. Kinsler drilled the ball to right at the track. But yeah, it was recorded. There's a ground ball to second. On to second for one. On to first double play. Inning over. 6-4. 4-3. Double play. To the bottom of the fifth. With Cabrera, Suarez, Perez, and then Zambrano the pitcher, if need be. The pitch to Cabrera. Line drive, base hit up the middle. He's on board with a single. Suarez, the 0-1. Drives it to center. This will be a double for Suarez. Second and third, nobody out. Sam just couldn't get to that ball enough. The 2-2 to Perez. Ground ball, base hit up the middle. 1 run scores. 2 runs are going to score. And Perez winds up at second. A well-hit 2-run single. And it's 3-1 here. Zambrano here to try to maybe move the runner over to third. And he will do so. No, he get the runner third. They got him. Nice play there. 1 down, 1-1 here. Ground ball. Not in time, and an infield single for Altuve. First and second, 1 down. You got the dangerous part of the order coming up here. Marv Vizquel, the 1-2. Drives it into foul territory. A nice play there by Bellinger for the second out. Acuna with first and second. But 2 outs. Here's a 2-2. Drives it the other way, but this will be playable in right field for Harper. That'll end the inning, but Venezuela scores 2. As we go to the top of the 6th, DC with just 2 hits through 5 innings. Ontiveros then Pham to Bregman. The 0-1 to Ontiveros. Drives it to right field. This will be caught by Acuna for the first out. Tommy Pham, the 3-2. Struck him out. Got him on a fastball. The 2-1 to Bregman. Ground ball to short. Vizquel fires to first. Ends the inning. So through 5.5, Venezuela with a 3-1 lead. Gonzalez, Galarraga, and Cabrera is a pitch to Gonzalez. Ground ball to first. Nice play by Bellinger. There's the first out. Pitch to Galarraga. Weak pop-up in foul territory under it. It's Hassey for the second out. Ontiveros has pitched reasonably well. He's been hit a little bit, but it's kept his team in the game. That 2-run single really hurt them, though. Drive by Cabrera to second. Kinsler to Bellinger. That'll end the inning. Through 6 innings, Venezuela out a 3-1 lead. And as we go to the last third of this game, good opportunity maybe at some point I might bring in the bullpen, but so far, 77 pitches thrown through 6, giving up 2 hits, 1 walk, and 4 Ks and a home run. Here's Bryce Harper, who ripped the drive for a home run. There's another drive. High, it is deep, and once again, even deeper than the other one, another solo home run for Bryce Harper. His second home run of the game to make it 3-2. Another big blast. Ralph Kiner, the 1-2. Struck him out. Nice fastball. Bellinger, the 3-2. Walks him. Hardy walked his last time, the 3-2. Swung on a miss, struck him out. Nice fastball. Ron Hassey, the 1-0. Drives it, but right at Acuna to end the inning. They do score a run. They've now made it a 3-2 game. Ontiveros for Suarez, Perez, and possibly a pinch hitter for Zambrano. Look, 2-1 to Suarez. Line drive, base hit up to right. He's on with a hit. Perez with a 2-run single last time. The pitch. The bunt. They'll throw to first. They'll get him. And a sacrifice for Salvador Perez to move the runner over. One down. And in comes Bobby Abreu. The 3-0 Abreu. They're going to walk him. Altuve's 2 for 3 and has stolen 2 bases today. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Nice slider. The second out big out here. The Skell's gotten quiet here 0 for 3. The 0-2. Ground ball to short. Hardy the second to end the inning. Venezuela clinging to that 1-run lead. And in comes Freddie Vasquez. So Kinsler, then Ontiveros. Probably a pinch hitter, and then Tommy Pham. But here comes the lefty, Vasquez. 2 innings, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout so far this postseason. Here's the pitch to Kinsler. Ground ball to short. Vizquel to Galarraga for round number 1. Ontiveros hitting. Drives it to center. Playable for Gonzalez, out number 2. Tommy Pham 0 for 3 today. Here's the 0-1. Drives it the other way. There's a base hit. So man on with 2 outs. Alex Bregman, the 3-2. And he walks him. First and second, as they're going to face Bryce Harper, who has ripped 2 home runs already this game. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, and he got him. Freddie Vasquez gets the job done. That'll end the inning. Ontiveros to face Acuna, then Gonzalez and Galarraga. The 2-1 to Acuna. Ground ball to first, and Bellinger has it for the out. Gonzalez quiet today. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball to short. Hardy with a strong throw to get him. Second out, Galarraga's 0 for 3 today. The 1-2. Drives it to center. Base hit. And in comes the dangerous Miguel Cabrera's 1 of 3 today. Here's the 1-1. Line drive and a base hit to left. First and second now, and a runner goes to third on aggressive play. Eugenio Suarez, the 3-1. Drives it high, drives it deep, but playable for Harper. That'll end the inning. And to the bottom of the 9th we go. As Uketh Urbina enters the ball game to face Kiner, then Bellinger, then J.J. Hardy. 0 for 3 today has been Ralph Kiner. Top of the 9th. Here we go. The 2-1 to Kiner. Drives it to center. Playable for Gonzalez, and there's your first out. Cody Bellinger's 1 for 2 with a walk today. Here's a 2-2. Swung on and missed on a change. Strike 3, and now DC is 1 out away from seeing their season over. The 0-2 by Urbina. Here comes the pitch. Drives it to center. Playable for Gonzalez. He's under it. Game over. Series over. And in a festive mood is Venezuela as they move on to the division series with a 3-2 victory. An excellent start by Steve Ontiveros, but gets tagged with a loss. He goes 1-1. The win goes to Carlos Zambrano. They took a risk on him, but it paid off, and Uke Urbina with a second series save. The final stat line here for Desert City: 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Venezuela, 3 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. And again, the winning pitcher, Carlos Zambrano, 1-0. Vasquez with a second hold of the series. Urbina with a second save. Ontiveros with a loss, even though he wanted with a complete game. And series MVP belongs to Miguel Cabrera, who really hit the ball well the entire series, um, and made sure that helped them propel themselves to the second round. Got Maglio Jr. playing into defensive purposes there, but again, just 4 hits, 2 of them were home runs, and probably the only reason why they were in this game. But just a lack of hitting there, and it'll be the last time we'll see Desert City in the composition that they're in. So final score 3-2 for Venezuela. They move on to the next round. Time of the game 3 hours and 2 minutes. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching this game, the last game of the wild card round, as we'll slowly begin to prepare for the divisional round. And we'll see what the matchups are going to be. Please follow us on our World Baseball Association channel on YouTube. Hope you enjoyed this game. This was a pretty close game. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Take care, and see you next time.